Hello, my name is Nancy Hagan. I'm Chief Financial Officer for Studio C. Studio C exists to create space where story happens. On the big screen at Celebration Cinema, at a show span produced consumer show, dining at 123, or living at Studio Park Lofts.
What do you love most about working at a local business here in Michigan?
I've enjoyed working for the Lokes family businesses for the majority of my career. John, JD, and Emily live in the communities served by Studio C, and they take great pride in providing a good workplace and entertainment destination for our community. An important part of our mission is to have a meaningful, positive impact on the communities in which we do business. Working where you live is helpful to making connections with people and collaborating on outcomes that are beneficial to the community.
All of the events and all the things that you participated in were definitely put on hold during the pandemic. So can you talk a little bit about this?
Yeah, so our industry, certainly the theater industry, was very hard hit. Nationwide, worldwide, really, and like the hospitality industry, although I think restaurants certainly were creative with takeout business and things, so they weren't totally shut down if they had a takeout business. But the consumer show production, show span, that business lost a whole season, couldn't produce one show for an entire season. So those two particular industries were very hard hit, and that makes business as usual pretty challenging.
So kind of getting into the relationship with Studio C and Mercantile, you've been working with them for quite a while. Can you kind of describe that relationship and tell us how that changed over the pandemic?
We started working with Mercantile in 2017. And as I said, with the theater business revenue declining 90% in 2020 from 2019, we couldn't meet our financial obligations to the bank during that time. And we hadn't yet stabilized our new Studio Park investments that came online in the fourth quarter of 2019. So we immediately, met with our banking team at Mercantile to discuss the situation and provide our best estimate of projections, opening no later than July of 2020. Wow, that was so wrong. We didn't come near opening in July of 2020. But we provided regular updates on our cost-cutting efforts and what we were doing, coming up with new ways to make revenue, including selling popcorn to go out of our movie theaters and putting up pop-up drive-in screens in parking lots so that people could be outdoors while our theaters were closed. And Ray and Mark and Todd, our Mercantile team, they listened to us. They met with us regularly, and they gave us a reasonable time for the business to recover and to work out other options to meet our financial obligations. One of the benefits of being local is the decision makers are here locally. You can reach them on the same day sometimes that you ask a question, and the decision might be made the same day. And that's, it helps to the agility that you speak of, is when your decision makers are here locally. And certainly in that regard, bigger isn't always better. And probably in the case of the last 18 months, to have decision makers right here in your community and available and accessible locally is certainly to our benefit. And we appreciated their flexibility. We couldn't have survived without it, frankly.
What advice would you give another local business, or have you given advice to other local businesses about?
I can't even count the number of times I've expressed gratitude and thankfulness for the team at Mercantile Bank to many people. Not always intentionally are they a business decision maker or not, but just very, very thankful and for the relationship that we have with them. Building relationships is really key. Learning each other, what your business is all about. It goes way beyond the spreadsheets and the numbers and the loan covenants and are you meeting these financial constraints or not. And so building relationships is a really big deal, and I think that particularly in hard times you can rely on a strong relationship when it's built. It takes effort, but it's certainly worth it. I would say that Mercantile Bank has been a true partner in our success, and they, to be a good partner, you kind of go up and down with the company, and you see the long-term opportunity and the long-term vision, and you can endure some downtimes, because you have the long term in mind. And certainly that's been true of our relationship with Mercantile.